Hi everyone, this is Cliff from Advanced Diagnostics. Today we're going to cover a vehicle that you're probably never going to run into. If you do, it's going to be fairly rare. And just to give you an idea how rare it is, I've received only 2 calls on this vehicle in the last 6 years. However, I would like you to know how to program it, because the only way to get any real pertinent information is to go over to the UK website, go to their download section, go to Nissan, and you can find the information there. But I'm going to make it a lot easier by just giving it to you in this video. And the vehicle that I'm referring to is the 2005 to 2006 X-Trail. It's a Nissan vehicle mainly in the Canadian market, and that's why it's fairly rare. And even in that marketplace, it's not that prevalent. But you can see it is in our online apps guide. And it requires a special conversion of the aerial serial number, and I'm going to show you how easy that is to do. And I actually received my second call in the 6-year period last week from a locksmith that needed a conversion. What I did was, to save him an inordinate amount of time, I did a conversion via the AD600. Now let me show you what the aerial box looks like. This is located right on the column of the vehicle. So this is much different than the usual Nissans, where you have either a fixed pin code, because this particular vehicle uses an N102T key. It doesn't use the 5523. It's not read via type 8. It's actually physically read off the box, and which again is located on the column. Now he texted this to me, and what I did was I took, there's a code date right here, 53247A, and there's also an encrypted pin that's needed, 6619, and the country of origin, which is made in Mexico. This is actually not needed on the Code Wizard, and I'll show you. The Code Wizard is definitely the preferred method to convert. Now there may be code brokers out there. I'm not that familiar with whether you can do it that way, but we did it via the Code Wizard. Let me show you what I did was, and for today's purposes, I've already filled in the information. I went right to Nissan, to my drop-down list, picked Nissan, and it's an ICU to PIN code. Filled in the code date and the encrypted pin needed. And watch how fast this is. I just hit calculate. It's going to give me 2 pin codes. One will work and one won't. And you simply program it under Nissan Type 4. Now the pin code that actually programmed in the key on this, in this particular instance, was the 4113. So that's the Code Wizard. Now there is another method that you can employ if you have not, if you're not an owner of the Code Wizard, for example, or you don't have access to one, and that's to use the UK website. And that's really simple. It's just a little bit more time consuming, because you have to go to Nissan, and you actually, there's a required fee, and it takes 1 business day. But you certainly can use this service, because it's an excellent one. Now, for today's purposes, I'm already logged into the UK website. I just want to show this to you in the event that you want to go this route. And we click on Nissan, we scroll down, and here's our aerial box. So we click on pin code, scroll down, and this is really nice the way they did this. Is shows right here red correlates with red. So in other words, our code date is going to be this number and letters in a body of red. So you would simply insert that into this box, insert your serial passcode for your tester, and then the encrypted pin you can see is in green, and that's this number off the aerial box. And then the last piece of information you're going to need is your orientation of where the box was actually made, what country. And right here we have a small arrow. We can pick a drop-down list, and this one was made in Mexico. And you would hit submit, and as you can see, there are details about using a PayPal account, and it's converted via euro to dollars on the most current exchange rate. And that's how you can get a code also, but bear in mind this takes 1 working business day. So obviously the preferred method in this instance is the Code Wizard. So that's how these are actually programmed, and I tried to make it simple by producing this video, so in the event you ever run into one of these rare vehicles you have the information needed. Alright, well that concludes this video, and I will see you again. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.